comedian they perform. The comedians will sit down for that table when I did. They talk shit about it. The comedian will do on top stage. And when the same comedian come down, now them first they shake hand. Come on, nice one, nice one. I'm not like that, bro. If you see what they don't do people, waiting them will do you, they learn. 3 minutes into my performance, everywhere shut down. So even when they wanted to cut me, basketball told Ketensha and Rasinua that they should allow the guy to finish. In the UK now, person will get first class in a particular field, they less employable than somebody will get 10 years experience in that field with a third class. A mechanical engineering lecturer in Unizik cannot change the fuel pump in his car. A 17-year-old boy and a bad boy go do better job than that your professor will do for school. The mistake that most of our Nollywood actors and actresses made was not being able to secure a second address. So even in their old age, when they had issues, they were looking for visa to fly them abroad. And they talked to somebody recently, and the person tell me, say, even that one where they call Yan Baba, they go lock your office. If all everybody waiting serving for Anambra, including also the commissioner, nobody picking call. They lock your office. I can't ask the person, say, for this way they talk now, the thing funny. So the rest is history. My first performance in Unizik was supposed to be Lost Night back then. They say for me to perform, make I go pull poster. I help them pull poster, I help them do road show. And I told my friends, say, they perform for Lost Night today. We went for the Lost Night, we were waiting. That's how they wait. Yeah, but I wait. Make them come, they say they first call me Slosser. I said, no, if they call me Slosser, event don't close. They call me Slosser. People say, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the show. It's time for dance. You know that dance. Now my eye, I use computer. Dance.
Bam. 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 One no go there. The buy mo kai say me anok the bam. I am kai say ya. The back na important job because they are only only the big talkers. Open in where obi take na if you no get mind no people. Apa mo okay. Today we have guests on the way from UK, woman and keep as well. About in hospital, barrier. We can interview you even if you're in here, even if you're in heaven, even if you're in Pakistan. I know back to back. Today we have a young man that changed the face of stand-up comedy in Oka. A young man that is one of the pioneers, pathfinders, matter one of the comedy and the MC in Oka. And then in Anambra, one of the greatest lights that shone in Anambra State in the early 2000, mid 2000, and some part of later 2000. Kanabatano, my guy, my boss, my colleague, my friend, a senior man in the game. Obioma McVicky, MC Parrot Mouth. B. Long time no see.
This your introduction now. I feel like do introduction now is once you finish and now they will put your DM.
One day you're welcome to BAM. No BAM.
Yeah, my pleasure, bro. You're doing good.
Thank you.
Your work, the show.
Thank you.
So what's good? What we did?
Please tell us who is Obioma McVicky. Go ahead, please.
In simple form, comepreneur. You know the way they have entrepreneur, I'm a comepreneur. So I'm an entrepreneur and would I say comedian? Yes, I'm a comedian.
Okay.
Yeah, I host a comedian and in simple short, I'm McVicky. Everything McVicky, yeah.
I'm the Barrett Mouth.
One
please give us some details. Kedebi got primary school, secondary school, university. What did you study in school? Go ahead.
Special. All right, I grew up in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, a place called Diob. Diob is the opponent of Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Yeah, rugged but strong people. You know, if you're a strong person in Diob, like you go to survive anywhere. So I grew up. I had my primary education in Blessed Nigerian Primary School, secondary Phillips Academy, and then my university, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, of course, where we met. And yeah, that's basically me. But I spent a whole lot of my time in Anambra, Awka precisely. So my person, it's a built up of both Port Harcourt and Awka. So there's no way you grow up in Port Harcourt or in Awka that you can't stand the word. I think these places will mold you. That's a fact. But here we are today, so back to back.
Can you go to school?
I studied building. So I've got BSc in building, and I also had my master's in project management.
So after school, you are supposed to be working at building material in Onitsha.
No, abroad building materials. You're supposed to be building local houses.
But now you are just building your career
school.
and then building your
Yeah,
family.
you know Nigeria.
Oh, now
Nigeria
building.
school no fit. What you read for Nigeria? I don't. You know those days now. I don't see person wey study pharmacy for Nigeria will be sales rep for Europe, for beer company. So Nigeria, we dey go school too. We dey go school to just collect certificate, not.
Obioma, where are you from?
Where am I from? You answer that question. Where am I from? I'll come back to that question before we finish.
It's okay. As somebody that studied building and then in Unizik, how was Unizik during your time? You know, can we share some experiences? How was it during your time going through school?
With respect to what?
Experiences, not entertainment. Just your experience. Somebody that grew up in Port Harcourt, that came down to Anambra State to do your school. How was the experience? You know, like I said, Awka the hot. You want to go now? Music the hot. So what are the experiences during your era?
In school then, that was during Professor Ilotu Okafor. So I was Professor Ilotu Okafor entering Boniface Ebuka.
Okay.
Right? But at that time, Unizik was just all about students and Anticut.
Okay.
You get, we were in Unizik when if you know Sabi and to know Anticut be like to know governor. So in everything you do in Unizik, just make sure you have one Anticut person that is your friend or your neighbor or stays in hostel. Once you have that, you're good to go. If no Anticut be your friend, you know Sabi any Anticut, you're in deep shit. In fact, then it's better to drag a girlfriend with a Curtis than to drag a girl with Anticut. Because
wow.
If you and Anticut, if you and the Curtis get problem, that one are you a Curtis. As long as you're not a Curtis, they will just ginger you, you know. But if you and Anticut get problem because of woman, I swear to God, they will frustrate that school for you. If you leave the school, take off. Yes, that's it. But then it was cool because Professor Ilotu Okafor did a great work then. School was camp. Cultism was, people were minding their business, but and entertainment that time was sweet because if you go show, you go know so you go show, you know the fear of anything, you know the fear as anything. And once there's one show, publicity was simple. You don't need to put so much energy to invite people. You just need to put your poster in strategic places and then you have a full event. That's all.
What is it? What does it mean to study building? Can you educate us? Why I thought? What does it mean to study building? What is it all about?
It's very simple. In as much as it's been abused in the Nigeria industry, do you get? In Nigeria, everybody is a builder. There's a difference between how do I put it? In Nigeria, there's no demarcation. There's no line to distinguish between a structural engineer, a builder, and every other sector in the construction industry. So in Nigeria currently, a surveyor is a builder, electrical engineer is a builder. But meanwhile, these things were supposed to be, embedded in one umbrella, and then you have the contractor as the builder who will manage, and manage from start to finish of a building project. But now in Nigeria, it's not like that. Everybody should be build. Even medicine man says, "Now I builder, as long as in the draw, then go draw plan, they'll come build." So building industry in Nigeria has been abused. So whether you study building or whether you study anything, there is no space for you because the job what you're supposed to do, everybody is doing it. So, and I bet you never get anybody who want to build and say, find me a builder. Before I say, you will find me an engineer. So even in the language, I need an engineer. If you ask somebody, engineer for what? Because you've got electrical engineers, you've got different types of engineer, but only potentially I'm an engineer as long as no safety cap. Really reflective. You did pen with one print out of layout, and that's it. But it's been abused in Nigeria.
Are there some courses in the Nigerian universities that you feel like they are no more relevant in today's society and they should be scrapped?
Courses?
Yes, courses like what we study in school.
A lot now. And I think the thing in the system say for Nigeria for education, like I say they just scatter for us. I feel like they just do them to just confuse you. They just like then in year one. How many courses did we do in year one? About 15 courses. Why you do 15 courses for school? You understand? They will distract you, put you go here. You they learn this, you they learn this, you they learn that one, you they learn this one, you they learn. And if they borrow course, will not be your course. If they go borrow to use and do it. And at the end of the day, you go now say when you still come out from school, a lot of those things they teach you no really get any impact when you want to. No part of education is a waste, right? But then if you come abroad, my brother, that thing where you want to study right from childhood, now waiting way they give you privilege to begin to study. But for Nigeria, if you tell me study this, study that one, study this, study, you go study that. Then the day of exam, they go tell you to say, you they write exam in 1 week. On a particular day, they write 3 courses. The next day, they write 2 courses. The next day, they write another 2 courses. How? So now a lot of people graduate in Nigeria with very poor degree, and then they go abroad to do masters. Do you get? And then they graduate with distinction.
Yes.
Do you understand? And at the end of the day, even when people try to say, oh, waiting the difference between who school for abroad and who school for Nigeria, at the end of the day, the person who school abroad will still get value for the same Nigeria as you who school for the Nigeria. You get? So, but education in Nigeria, when I mean stressful, it is very, very stressful. And for abroad, when you are going to school, the lecturer feels say you everything where you need to learn in order to pass their course. Lecturers for abroad, they take pride in saying out of 50 students, I have 50 students in my class, the whole 50 passed with distinction. And they take pride in that. But for Nigeria, lecturer, they get happiness and pride when they talk say, Sabi Odumodu, only 2 people 9% course. You understand? He feels like I think it's the reverse psychology. Yes, when people know they pass your course, that means your course hard. Meanwhile, it shouldn't be a hard thing because the reason why you be a lecturer is to make students pass your course with ease. So when and if everybody pass, even for the system, the Nigerian education is designed in such a way that if everybody pass a particular course, the lecturer becomes a suspect.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
If everybody pass a particular course, say one result come out, you just see AAA, BBB, AAA, BBB, maybe 2C and 1 F. That lecturer, they go begin investigate and say, how come everybody pass your course? Meaning say even the school don't want everybody to pass.
Yes.
But the real life thing is you should be able to teach people, inculcate wisdom and knowledge depending on what you're teaching
first
them.
Class go be problem.
If you pass with first class, no. Even if you if lecturer mark your results, some course they will tell you some exam they go be like this particular, this maybe Number 1, 10 marks. Number 2, 20 marks. Number 3. Why the lecturer, they mark your course? He just mark 1. Maybe 1. Number 1 is 10 marks. He can score you 7. The next one in mark score you 6. The next one in mark score you. By the time he finish the marking, come now calculate all your, come sum up your score. Once you say you get A, he go pause, come go back, come go begin the review the things when he mark. Do you understand? In mark normal mark, as he finish, he can decide to add up all the mark. As he add the mark, he can see 73 or 74 out of 100. He go say, waiting happen. Say mistake this somewhere. He go now go back. Come now go review. Don't say this one when give you 7. Now 5 he's supposed to give you. This one when give you 8, 9. Do you understand? Then at the end of the day, you go now get B. But originally, he don't already score you A. So I think it's a mindset, it's an ideology where the lecturers got just erase it. The reason why people they go school now to learn. And if they pass your course with A, you should take pride in it. Say you teach people, they understand them to score A. Not to feel bad, say people they score A for your course, so why they go back. Those days for school, for Unizik, you get some engineering courses like Mass 202, OD. You understand? You get course where they say, say, fit. You don't get what you want right, may get get. So when so even before you go write the course, no matter how you read, they have to say, God, I beg, even if not just delay, they just give me. Which shouldn't be so.
Yes.
You understand? But I think that's it for Unizik precisely.
I'm saying intentionally putting fear in your body, trying to make you to be afraid, and everything.
Even when they are teaching self now, they proud to tell you, say this, if you like play around, we have about 14 students that have graduated. 14 of them, they are coming back to write this course. If you like, you sit there and be misbehaving. They don't already, instigate fear. Letting you know, say people will graduate before you. Some still they come back after 3 years to come write the course. So you waiting this school, waiting be your fate.
A is for me, B is for my wife, C is for my mother, then D is for you, E is for,
Put fear, which shouldn't be so. Meanwhile, people, they pay school fees to go school, to learn. You understand? At the end of the day, they don't want you to pass with all your efforts. So, which is...
And school fees.
It's sad, man. It's sad.
It's sad. Going to...
If you want buy land with no umunna wahala or a touch of spiritual problem, I recommend Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited.